Will be fully operational through Mardi Gras weekend, and our cameras went inside today to check it out. The booking bus allows individuals arrested for municipal traffic and some misdemeanor state charges to be processed in the French Quarter. It has been used to assist law enforcement officers for more than 10 years so that officers can quickly return to patrolling.
We know, unfortunately, we're going to make arrests during Mardi Gras. We really wish you didn't have to, but somebody's going to have to go to jail eventually. And all those trips back and forth between the French Quarter and the sheriff's lockup facility causes our officers to be stuck in traffic, causes them to try and get back here. So this really puts the officers where we want them to be.
And those who are arrested will be photographed, fingerprinted, and given armbands all inside the booking bus for efficiency.